Yes.
They come here, they set up this school here, and they start to create American Sign Language. And they borrowed from these different worlds, right? They took French Sign Language as the base. Martha's Vineyard, back then, had this weird genetic anomaly on the island of Martha's Vineyard. This is like before it was just a place for Kennedys to fuck their mistresses. This was like back when it was a fishing island. Mm-hmm. There was some weird genetic thing that had happened where over the course of hundreds of years, 1 in 25 people on Martha's Vineyard was deaf.
Whoa.
And it was this very bizarre kind of like almost the equality that deaf people on Martha's Vineyard felt was almost like the opposite of like what affirmative action is attempting to do, right? Affirmative action wants to correct a historic harm by changing the playing field. This was an equity of everybody was the same because everybody on Martha's Vineyard knew either was deaf, knew a deaf person, or was related to a deaf person. So everybody, hearing and non-hearing, signed on Martha's Vineyard. It was a sign system called Martha's Vineyard Sign Language. They took some of that. They took the Plains Indian Sign Language, PISL it's called. You know that like gesture, you've seen it in like movies where the Native Americans will gesture to each other. Mm-hmm. And you think they present it as if it's like a war language so they don't have to make noise, but what it actually was all the tribes in America spoke different languages, so they created this kind of Esperanto of the tribes.
Really?
So that they could do trade, and that was called Plains Indian Sign Language.